Hi, everyone. It's 4 o'clock in New York, midnight in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where Donald Trump has now effectively turned over U.S. national security considerations. That's according to one former senior national security official. This former official described the president's statement today in which he ignores and denies the intelligence community's assessment that the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia was responsible for the murder of a permanent resident of the U.S. and a Washington Post columnist, as displaying an ignorance of how the world works, and says that we are now on fundamentally new ground in terms of U.S. foreign policy. Here was the president moments ago.
They didn't make a determination. And it's just like I said, I think it was maybe he did, maybe he didn't. They did not make that assessment. The CIA has looked at it. They've studied it a lot. They have nothing definitive. And the fact is, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. If you look at Iran, what they've done, they've been a bad actor. You look at what's happening in Syria with Assad, with hundreds of thousands of people killed. We are with Saudi Arabia. We're staying with Saudi Arabia. And by the way, just so everybody, I have no business whatsoever with Saudi Arabia. Couldn't care less.
Of course, that's not how intelligence works. And that's according to a former intelligence official who also said today that the combustibility of MBS, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, will surely come back to bite us. Because of Donald Trump's statement today, there's also a great chance that the White House just stumbled into a major intel scandal. Here are the questions that the Democratic-run House Intel Committee just might want answered. When was the president briefed on the intelligence community's assessment regarding MBS's role in the murder of Jamal Khashoggi? When the president floated the Saudi line about rogue killers being behind the savage murder of a U.S. resident, did the president already know, had he already been briefed, that MBS was responsible? Did the intelligence community describe Khashoggi as an enemy of the state and member of the Muslim Brotherhood, as Donald Trump did today in his statement? What U.S. government agency signed off on today's statement from the White House? Did any U.S. government agency signal any concern about that White House statement today that contradicts the intelligence community assessment? And finally, what happens next? Now that the United States has signaled to nations like Saudi Arabia, Russia, China, and others that the United States is so fundamentally weak and so scared that we will tolerate all manner of human rights abuses, including Russia's killing of dissidents with chemical weapons, Saudi Arabia's slaughter of a U.S. permanent resident, what happens next? Shortly after that statement was published, Secretary of State Pompeo briefed reporters. Listen to what he said when asked about the future of the relationship between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia.
So it's a mean, nasty world out there. Middle East in particular. There are important American interests to keep the American people safe, to protect Americans, not only Americans who are here, but Americans who are traveling and working, doing business in the Middle East. It is the president's obligation, indeed the State Department's duty as well, to ensure that we adopt policies that further America's national security.
It's a mean, nasty world, and I'm betting you just made it meaner and nastier. But here to help us answer those questions, some of our favorite reporters and friends. White House Bureau Chief for the Washington Post, Phil Rucker. Kim Atkins is the Washington Bureau Chief for the Boston Herald. Ben Rhodes just happens to be here today. He's a former Deputy National Security Advisor to President Obama. And Karine Jean-Pierre, Senior Advisor to MoveOn.org, is back. I need to start with you. Your thoughts?
Well, I think this is truly appalling behavior from the president on a scale of the worst events in the Trump presidency, the Helsinki summit with Putin. Let me just point out a couple of things. First of all, the reporting is that the intelligence community has a high confidence assessment that MBS was responsible for this murder, which, by the way, is what anybody who follows Saudi Arabia closely would think about a team of people flying to a third country to kill someone and render them back to Saudi Arabia. Number one, that's the highest level of confidence that the intelligence community can get. So if that's true, Trump lied about that today. Number two, they don't pop up out of nowhere with that. To your point, Nicole, they've had information for some time, probably weeks, that led to that conclusion. So the question that needs to be answered is, what did Donald Trump know, and when did he know it about MBS's responsibility? Was he lying to the American people to create a cover story for someone who just killed a U.S. resident, a journalist for the Washington Post in a third country? I think if I was the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, I would want all the information that the CIA had all the raw intelligence that the CIA had about this murder so that we can get to the bottom, first of all, of why Donald Trump has been lying to us and covering for Saudi Arabia. What are the facts of this? And the second point, Nicole, is he's basically subcontracted out all of U.S. foreign policy now to Saudi Arabia. And what he and Pompeo says is very dangerous because he's basically saying, we're for sale. You know, he defends his policy by saying...
Let me hit pause because I want you to contextualize two things for our viewers. Intel isn't like a crime movie where you find a dead body or a smoking gun. But the closest you get to it is an assessment from the intelligence community that something happened. And they are able to make the assessment that MBS ordered the killing of Khashoggi because of their understanding of the regime. Explain this regime. This is not a democracy where, you know, you just go rogue and kill a guy. This is not a country where you freelance. Explain why the intelligence community has such confidence in the assessment that the Crown Prince ordered the killing of a U.S. permanent resident in Washington Post.
Well, first of all, as Pompeo said, we have a lot of interest in Saudi Arabia. Let's just say, without getting into secrets, we spend a lot of resources trying to know what's going on in Saudi Arabia. So we have lots of different forms of intelligence that we can gather about what's going on there, okay? Without getting into sources and methods, let's just say they can piece together a pretty thorough picture of what is happening in the Saudi leadership and who makes certain decisions. And they would not arrive at this conclusion lightly. The second thing is what's been going on there for the last couple of years is Mohammed bin Salman has been destabilizing the kingdom by trying to take what used to be kind of a consensus-based family rule of Saudi Arabia and turn it into a total one-man, one-rule dictatorship. And at the same time, you saw even in Trump's statement today, for instance, he absolved MBS and Saudi Arabia of any responsibility for a war in Yemen that they have initiated and escalated that risks millions of people with famine. Right? So the callousness of putting all of our chips on this guy, who his own intelligence community has determined was responsible for this murder, who has destabilized his own kingdom and has put millions of lives at risk in Yemen, I mean, it's an astonishing abdication of American leadership.
And there's something, Phil Rucker, more stunning about this move than even the Helsinki response.